we all go through some things, you know. Everybody got their own problems. You know. I'm just a gambler. I don't got the answers. I'm just a gambler. Yeah, any times like this, I get in my feelings, so I hit the stoop. Yeah, I made a M this week. Yeah, that shit ain't bring no peace. Man, that shit ain't bring no peace. I've been going through some things. I've been drinking drink every day for a week straight. I'm just a gambler, missing out on fun, trying to make these M's. Focus on my craft, trying to make it to the top. I'm just a gambler, sipping drink, help me ease the pain. Nigga hate to lose since a youth, always been that way, never once changed. Man, I gotta win, gotta go win, put my all into these locks. Lot of sleepless nights, lot of dark days, motivation to the struggle. I can show you how to hustle, cause I got it out the muscle.
What's good, baby? This your boy Ford. Welcome to Ford Unfiltered, episode 4. You know how I'm rocking and rolling. Look, man, simply like this video is going to help our algorithm. We're going to have a lot of things to dive into today, man. It's a lot to talk about. So, yeah, man, like this video and let us know if you're messing with the show, man. You feel me? We really appreciate the support. Just talk to me, my brother. I haven't seen you in about a week and a half. You know, a lot of shit been going on.
Nah, for real. It was definitely a, action-packed week.
Yes.
Preseason done started.
NFL, oh my gosh, thank you.
For real.
Bro.
MLB was kicking my ass, no cap. But yeah, preseason has started. They got players, playing like, this shit regular season. I'm looking at the scores of the games. Games been high as a motherfucker right now.
Yeah, these preseason games been a little high scoring.
It's been a lot of battles, bro. It's been a lot of good battles. Obviously, you know what I mean? A lot of good quarterback battles out there. Shador had his first game. Shot him out. He had a great game. You got Vikings, Darnold. You got Patriots, Drake May, Falcons, Penix. It's a lot of great battles and rivalries going on right now.
I want to talk about Shador, right? Shador Sanders. He went in the 5th round. You feel me? All these owners, they passed up on him. His first NFL preseason start. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He surprised me. Dude went out and flat out balled out. Like, he balled out. And, I be seeing things on Twitter, man. It looks like the owner and the coach is like they don't want Bull to succeed, fam. It's like when they ask questions about Shador, their response doesn't sound like a response of somebody that's happy to see a young quarterback be successful. That's just the vibes I'm getting. I'm like, yo, what's up with Cleveland Browns, bro? It's a weird organization.
Well, it was a lot of organizations, counting them out. And a lot of motherfuckers are souring them out right now because that boy played some ball.
Nah, he absolutely balled out.
He getting support right now. Like, when he was getting drafted, nobody was behind him.
Man, bro, the support, all the uncles and the aunties and everybody, they supporting that boy Shador. They supporting that boy heavy.
Said, Shador getting support like 08 Obama.
Hey, but look, though, I think what it is, too, bro, Shador, bro, he plays with extreme confidence, bro, and, everybody want him to be successful, bro. I hate to, say this, but I feel like they making this whole thing into a black and white thing, fam. That's because I look at it, I'm like, bro, there's no way if Shador was white, he would have won in the 5th round.
No, absolutely.
Bro,
absolutely.
Dude was literally, he finished top 3 in Heisman voting. He threw for over 3,000 yards in college, threw for over 30 touchdowns. Absolute stud. Yet he dropped to the 5th pick.
Do you think it got a little bit to do with his dad?
Oh, 100%. They don't like Deion Sanders. Like one thing about the NFL that I realized, bro, there's not a single player in the NFL that's bigger than the program. Meaning that, like, you have certain sports like NBA where a guy can, decide. Bro, there's not a single player that's bigger than the program. And the reason it's like that is because those NFL owners, fam, they don't play. Look at Kellen Kaepernick. When he decided to, to have the whole situation going on, guess what happened? His ass got right out the league. You feel me? So there's not a single player that's bigger than the program. And, Deion Sanders was one of those guys, like, he's going to say what he want to say.
Absolutely.
He's going to let it come out.
He's not going to let you mistreat his son.
He's not going to let you mistreat him. You know what I'm saying? So I think those owners, they looked at that, Shador, this kid coming in, playing with a lot of confidence. He's cocky. I look at it as confidence, bro. He believes in himself. But, they want to humble you sometimes. And, I really hope he has a wonderful season. Hopefully he's able to take over that organization within the next year or two and become the starter.
What you think's going to happen with that whole situation over there? Because they got Flacco, Watson out for the year. They got Pickett, Gabriel, all them boys over there. And what they had him, I've seen something they had him like fourth string.
Yeah.
Do you think after the first game, you think he's going to move up?
I think he should. The thing is, bro, he was drafted fifth, right? I'm sorry, not fifth, in the fifth round. So I get it why he's number 4 on the depth chart. But I think as the season goes on, I think he can definitely play his way up and possibly make a start, if not becoming a backer. You got Joe Flacco, right? He's almost 40 years old. Deshaun Watson, his season is done with completely. You paid him over $200 million. Who's the other guy? Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett.
From he came from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
You got him. He's decent, but Shedeur Sanders is going to be that spark that the Cleveland Browns is missing. When you look at this organization, this is an organization that hasn't won shit in over 50 years, bro. When was the last time you heard anything positive about the Browns? Literally.
Facts.
Bro, I'm 30 years old. There hasn't been a time in my life where I'm like, oh, the Cleveland Browns.
They've been one of them teams that just been like in them slumps, bro. Like,
bro, it's mind-blowing. Right now you have that spark. You got this kid in Shedeur. He showed you what he can. I understand it's only the preseason, right? So I'm not on my high horse or anything of that nature, but I really, truly believe that if you give him the right opportunities and you surround him with the right pieces and you have a coaching staff that truly believes in him, I really feel like he can help turn that organization around.
Let's keep it on some football shit. You seen Micah Parsons? I know we was talking about him last time.
Micah Parsons, yeah.
Requested a trade.
Finally, hey, I don't blame him.
And then I seen Jerry Jones talking about, we gonna pay him when he be on his old 93 business
Yo,
tactics,
man, this nigga Jared Jones act like he owns slaves or some shit, bro. That shit is annoying, bro. Jared Jones, my nigga, this is not the 80s, bro. This is not the 80s. This is not the 90s, bro. Pay your players, bro. You setting bad examples. Bro, Jared Jones, bro, like, listen, man, that's the problem with the Cowboys, fam.
No, 100%.
He's the number. As long as he remains the owner and the general manager, them niggas is not winning shit.
I think between him and Dak, I don't even know which one worse.
Yeah, it's a toss-up. But, Micah Parsons requesting a trade, bro, I seen it from a mile away, bro. I literally said it on the last episode. You either going to pay that man if you don't pay. Bro, how can you pay Dak Prescott $200 million? How can you pay CeeDee Lamb $150 million? And the best player on your team, you don't want to pay him? How you think he's going to feel? You got to understand, when these guys go out every Sunday and they put their body on the line, fam, there's a possibility they can get hurt and their career can be done forever. So them wanting to secure a bag, I don't blame him at all. And Jared Jones, right now, when you look at the team morale, like, it's not a good look. Even CeeDee Lamb spoke out about it. You got to pay that man. Now he want to be traded.
Do you think he's going to pay him?
I think he is.
What do you think? I think
he is. I think he is. Jared Jones just want to prove a point, but you got to pay him, bro. If you don't pay him, he's going to hold out. I guarantee a deal's going to get done. He's either going to get traded or he's going to get signed before the season starts.
100%.
If not, he's not going to play. He's going to hold out.
Caliber for sure.
100%.
I was looking at that Steelers game the other day.
Okay.
I think they won or lost.
What, the Steelers and the Jags?
Steelers and the Jags.
That was the last preseason. Last preseason game. Steelers and the Jags. The Jags lost. But what's bull named Little that kicked the 70-yard field goal? Bull kicked the 70. What's his name? What's his name?
Carson Little, I think.
Carson Little. He kicked a 70-yard field goal. Do you understand how insane that is, fam?
They had him doing like pre-games. He was smacking 50-yarders like it wasn't nothing.
But 70 is crazy, bro.
No, 70.
That's
is
70%
crazy.
of the field.
He broke a record.
That's
and when you look at it,
I couldn't believe it.
Looked like he could have kicked from far.
Oh, yeah. He could have kicked from like 75.
It wasn't even like, when niggas barely make it.
Yeah.
Like, he cleared that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, Buddy Kalab will go for 80 yards.
He's the best. He's the best. He's one of the best things in Jacksonville right now. I mean, that was really exciting seeing that kick from 70 yards. I mean, bro, these new kids coming in, bro, these new rookies, bro, they just, next thing you know, niggas going to be kicking 75 yards field goals. That's mind-blowing, bro. 70 yards is absolutely crazy. I watched that game, though, fam. I watched that game. Travis Hunter, he was playing both sides of the ball, right? Travis Hunter, he looks pretty good, but I think primarily, he's going to play on offense.
Yeah, I seen him. They had him taking a lot of more offensive snaps.
Yeah, I think they're going to use him more on offense. But this is the year for the Jags, bro. They got the talent. Trevor Lawrence, what are you going to do? You got the weapons.
No, 100%.
I really feel like this is the year Trevor Lawrence has to take his game to the next level, right? You was a number 1 draft pick, right? No, you went number 1 overall. But when I look at Trevor Lawrence seasons, fam, he turned the ball over way too much. Interception, fumbles, right? There's been a lot of inconsistency, right? He needs to be able to take the Jags to the next level because he's getting paid like a top 5 quarterback. Mm-hmm. He's getting paid like a top 5 quarterback.
He ain't in none of them mentions either.
He's not.
When they talk about it.
He's not.
Let's talk about the Steelers. How long you think how you think Rodgers going to do this season?
I don't really expect much from the Steelers, fam. Aaron Rodgers, he's 41, 42.
They picked up some good pieces.
They got Metcalf. That was a good pickup.
They got Pickens.
They got Pickens. They got Pickens?
Yeah.
You sure?
They got Pickens over there.
Then he go to he went to the Cowboys.
He went to the Cowboys.
He went to the Cowboys. Yeah. They got Metcalf. You feel me? Their defense is always going to be good. Their defense, they got Watt, who's one of the best defensive player in the league. Honestly, man, I have to see this. I have to see how they do the first couple of weeks, fam. I'm not sold on the Steelers.
How long you think this Aaron Rodgers shit gonna last, bro?
I think this is last season.
Last season for sure?
I think this is last go around. 100%.
No, 100%. I definitely believe that. Do you see the Colts?
Okay.
They got Anthony Richardson.
And
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, right?
Who you think finna win that starting?
Position? Well, if Anthony Richardson can stay healthy, he should win the starting position. You seen that hit he took? I mean, he took a crazy hit, right? The last preseason game, he took a crazy hit. He got out for the rest of the game. I think Anthony Richardson is gonna start the season if he can stay healthy, but can he maintain that starting role throughout the season? I feel like he's not going to be able to. I think Daniel Jones can come in and win that starting position as the season progresses. When I look at Anthony Richardson, he has all the tools and capabilities, but when I look at him as a player, bro, like he missed a lot of reads, bro. Whether when it comes to defensive reads or just like his smarts or IQ when it comes to playing a quarterback position is not really where it needs to be. He has all the tools and physical abilities to be great. But when I watch an actual game, fam, he just makes a lot of bad decisions as a quarterback.
His Jameis Winston shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think Daniel Jones is eventually going to take over that starting role for the Colts.
No, you think Daniel Jones going to get it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm hoping Richardson pull it out, bro.
Well,
I'm trying to keep it.
Richardson is going to start the season, right? He's going to start, but can he keep that starting role as the season progresses?
No,
that's going to be the key factor right there.
Let's switch it up a little bit, man.
Okay.
Do you think let's talk about some rings.
Okay.
Do you think rings define legacy?
Does rings define legacy?
We got a lot of great players that never won shit, bro.
Does it define legacy? 100%, fam. 100%. Rings definitely define legacy, bro, because at the end of the day, you're playing towards a goal. Right? Like, I get it. There can only be one winner every year. I 100% understand. But does it define your legacy? Yes, it absolutely does. Do you think people will be looking at Michael Jordan as the all-time great if he never won? Fuck no.
Facts.
You feel me? You have to win. Look at Charles Barkley. They make fun of him all the time. But Charles Barkley is not really considered, in that top 10, top 15. He never won. He was very talented. Right, you have look at the NFL. You have a lot of great quarterbacks, right? Lamar Jackson. Hopefully, he wins one. What's his name from the Bills?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Look at Josh Allen, right? Hopefully, he wins one. But if these guys don't win a championship or a ring, come on, are they going to be remembering history? Yes, but is it going to define their legacy as far as being great? No, because they never won. So you do have to win. I hate it, but it is what it is, bro. You have to win. When you win, it makes your legacy looks even greater because you did something that other teams in your sport wasn't able to accomplish. You have to win. It's just what it is.
No, 100%, bro.
What are your thoughts?
I definitely feel you on that. Sometimes I do feel like the culture is too obsessed with titles, but like you said, bro, at the end of the day, that defines, you know what I mean, with the work you really put in over the season, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you won or not. Motherfuckers don't remember if you ain't win, bro.
Yeah.
That's just the reality.
Nah,
of the
they
fact.
don't. And, look at a nigga like Kevin Durant, fam. He had to go to Golden State to win the championship.
I mean, he knew it, too.
He knew it.
Obviously why he went over there. Cause
A guy like James Harden. If James Harden doesn't win a championship, you know what James Harden going to be known as? Oh, yeah, man. One of the greatest
They gonna
scorer in the
forget
league
about it.
history.
They gonna forget about it.
Woo-de-woo. Just like Tracy McGrady, fam. Look at Tracy McGrady. He never
There's a
won
lot
shit.
of good scorers. Carmelo Anthony. You could go
Vince
down
Carter.
the list.
You got all these guys, right?
If
When
you ain't winning
win,
shit.
you separate yourself. You separate yourself in history.
Facts. Talking about winning, you think players should be allowed to bet on their own teams to win?
Well, how are you gonna be able to track that? Right? Like, how are you going to be able to track that? Yeah, you can't bet on your props. You can't bet on other things, but you can bet on your team to win. So, like, what type of system are you going to track to see if a guy actually betted on his team to win? Like, I get it, but I just think in general, like, they shouldn't be able to bet on their sport. It just fixed the whole issue. Because now when you over here like, yeah, you can't bet on this, but you can bet on this when it comes to your sport, it just leaves a whole bunch of room and question mark. I think it should just simply be you can't bet on your sport.
No, facts.
Because how do you track that, fam? Seriously, how do you track that?
No, facts. 100%. I feel you. I do feel like if you did do it, it might get some players to play a little bit more harder. For real. Because motherfuckers going to be putting that bag.
Because they got a bag on themselves.
You know what I mean? On themselves.
Yeah.
So you might get some action, but
yeah,
like you said, it's going to be hard to track, and there's going to be a lot of stuff going on in the background.
Yeah, like it's just to avoid all of that, like, you just can't bet on your sport.
All right, so you've been seeing players having more podcasts now, bro, platforms, millions of followers.
Shout out Podcast P.
Who's controlling the narrative now, bro? Is it the players or is it still ESPN, Sports Centers?
I mean, you still have these big media platforms that are able to control certain narratives, right? But I think now it's coming to a even playing field just because of the simple fact that, athletes can go out and tell their story. You got like guys like Paul George, right? Podcast P, he has his own podcast. Guys like Trey Young, he has his own podcast, right? Draymond Green, he has his own podcast, right? So I think it's becoming on an even playing field now where the players are actually able to come out and tear their side and tear their perspective of things compared to the media, just coming out with a story and saying things that may not be 100% true. So I absolutely love it. I'm all for it. And I think it's on an even field now, bro. I really, truly believe that. Like these media blogs like ESPN and other platforms can't come out with some bullshit because a nigga like Draymond Green, he's going to go out on his podcast and speak on it. You feel me?
100%.
Like tell you the
get
full
the
story.
authenticity now.
Yeah, you get the full story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for it. So I don't think the media is controlling the narrative all the way. I think it's on an even playing field now.
No, facts. Like you said, you can't really sugarcoat nothing because you got these players coming out. Like I said, they talking about it. You're gonna get the truth.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I kind of feel like it's. I mean, ESPN, they kind of push what they want.
Right.
But like you said, at the same time, now that you got all the players doing their own shows and stuff now, it's like you can't sugarcoat nothing.
Nah, you
because
can't,
you
bro.
won't have players like Gilbert Arenas.
Oh my God.
That come out on their podcast and tell you the real.
And tell you the real. Facts.
They on some bullshit 100%. So
Facts.
let's dig into my next topic. NIL, man.
Okay.
It's football season. You think it's hurting the draft, bro?
I mean, is it hurting the draft?
Why leave score early? You get that bag, bro.
I mean, is it hurting the draft? I don't think it's hurting the draft, but I can see where somebody might think so. And the reason too, right? If I'm a top prospect to get drafted and I know I'm going to get drafted, in the third, fourth, or fifth round, and I can make what I'm making in college compared to the NFL, possibly even more, I'm going to stay in school. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to stay in school 100%. So is it hurting the draft? Maybe, possibly, but I'm all for it, bro. Like, listen, if they had NIL and I was playing in college, fam, and I know that if I go to the league, I'm not going to be a starter, but I'm a starter at my university and I'm getting paid a bag, I'm staying in college. Common sense.
You got players that's making more from college than they would.
Bro, look at Carson. Look at Carson Beck.
If they would get drafted.
Bro, look at Carson Beck. Miami threw a bag at him, bro. Look at Carson Beck. Carson Beck would never be a successful quarter. You know, I don't even want to say that. I don't see Carson Beck being a successful quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
However, in college, he might be considered a star. So therefore, he's going to get paid a bag. He's not going to get that same bag in the NFL. So what does he do? He stays in college and gets that bag. I'm all for it.
I can only imagine if they had NIL and Tebow and Manziel and some of these other
guys it's just one of those things, you feel me? Like, just being born a little too late, you know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. It is what it is. I think some changes and rules is going to come into effect when it comes to that. Probably see that happen within the next couple of years, bro. I truly believe that, bro. I really feel like there's going to be some type. They're going to have a cap. Yeah. You know how they have salary cap? They got
to figure out how to structure it.
They're going to structure it better. They're going to structure it better. But it's going to be some rules and changes when it comes to that.
Let's move on to the WNBA, bro.
Okay, talk to me.
Think they could survive without this Caitlin Clark effect?
I mean, I think the problem the WNBA has right now is people throwing dildos on the court, fam. Like, I feel like
seeing that the past few weeks.
Bro,
like, bro, what's up with that?
Bro, I don't know what's going on, but it's like, yo, that's a bigger problem right now. Like, they got to get that shit under control. I don't know why these fans feel like they can go to these WNBA games and throw that shit on the court. I've seen 4 games where it happened. 4 games, right? Mad disrespectful. And it's funny as shit, too, because I was laughing. But they got to figure that out. When it comes to Caitlin Clark, bro, you know, she's great for the league or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She has a lot of haters. I get it. Can the WNBA survive? Yes, they can. But if they want to go to the next level, they need to be able to embrace Caitlin Clark to the fullest and market that to the best of their abilities. I think the WNBA is a league that is, you know, grown at a very good rate. And, you know, players like Caitlin Clark, even a college stud like Juju Watkins, right? She's a stud, right? That could be somebody coming up, you know, for the women's game that can help take the women's game to the next level. So it's not only just Caitlin Clark. You got other younger chicks coming in that can really change the game completely. And that league, WNBA, needs to take full advantage of it. They need to take full advantage of it. And the older players need to make sure that they're embracing the younger players too, because they're the future. They got to fall in line. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a lot of problems going over there right now with the WNBA. They need to get sorted out, you know, pay and all that. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it.
Nah, they definitely want to be paid more.
You do have the resurgence of these players, the Caitlin Clarks, the Angel Reaches, the Juju Watkins coming out right now. And you kind of don't want to push them away. So, you know what I mean? They're kind of the face of the brand. So, I feel like WNBA definitely has to figure some things out in order to, you know what I mean, keep being profitable. Facts. And to stay along, you know what I mean? Just a few years,
I would say this
is
the best I've seen the WNBA in a long time, fam. When I look at the games, when I look at, you know, just the attention they get in front, you know, when it comes to media, TV play, when I look at the people in the stands, you know, some of these games are sold out. So I think the WNBA is on a good path right now, fam. They just got to keep building and keep taking advantage of it. And, you know, I feel like as time goes on, the talent level is going to get better and better.
No, facts, 100%.
Yeah.
Let's switch it up on some music shit, bro.
Okay.
You know, feel like we had some good sports talk. All right, let's talk about algorithm, bro.
Okay.
You feel like that's the new A&R, bro? Yeah, TikTok. TikTok trends going crazy. Do labels even matter anymore, bro? At this point?
I mean, when you look at music, especially like you just mentioned, like with the algorithm, I mean, it is, fam. Like if you can make something catchy, you feel me, that can hit that algorithm. TikTok has the best algorithm, like by far out of any other sites out there, right? Do you necessarily need A&R? No, bro, you really don't. You really don't. Like, if I'm keeping it P with you, fam, you have something trendy that catches the algorithm, guess what? Your shit can blow up. It's that simple. It's that simple. So do you need them? No. But is it good to have? Yes. So yeah, bro, like, you know, when I look at music nowadays, bro, it's so much shit being put out, fam. And if you can catch the right algorithm, you can catch the right trend, the right audience. I mean, think about this too, bro. You have older songs that probably didn't do so well when they first came out. 10 years later, they catch a trend on TikTok. them motherfuckers go fucking
facts.
platinum in like a fucking week or whatever. You feel me? Like, so you gonna see that all the time, bro. All it takes is one person making something to a particular sound that can catch the algorithm, and now you got a hit on your hand.
So now you got all this algorithm shit.
Okay.
I mean, you think artist development is dead? I mean, like
Artist
labels
development?
just signing for numbers?
I mean, yeah, bro. Like, let's keep it P, bro. Like, you would get signed if you got the clout. Like, artist development. I mean, is that even a real thing nowadays, bro? Like, I don't think labels care about that, bro. It's all about who's gonna make you a bag.
But do you think it's killing the long term of the artist's career though?
Yes, because now you see guys where they might come out with a hit song, then after that hit song dies down, they don't really have nothing else to follow up with. That happens all the time. You know, that's just what it is. It happens all the time. I don't want to name no names or whatever, but that happens all the time. You feel me? Because you have the lack of artist development. You feel me? You got guys that, you know, might make a song, it gets really trendy and catchy. You feel me? They ride that wave to the, you know, the longest they can. And after that, it's like, okay, what's new? What's next? You feel me? And you also got to look at, you know, the day and age that we living into. We consume so much content, bro. People are always looking for the next big thing, right? So it's also, as an artist, it becomes very, very hard to really ride a wave like a guy like Drake or a guy like, you know, Lil Durk or a guy like Lil Baby. Like, just to be, it's so hard, bro, because when you look at just the world in general, fam, it's so much content is being consumed. And, you know, if you're not able to, you know, motherfuckers gonna get tired of you, fam. So when you hot and you making that bag, you better do something with it because it's not gonna last a long time. You feel me?
So who do you think, like, the new gatekeeper now? Like, it used to be the labels, the blogs, and all that shit. Now you got TikTok and all that. So who actually decides, like, who blows up nowadays?
Who actually decides? I mean, it's the labels, fam, because they have the bread and they have access to the machine. Like, I think they decide that. Like, as far as blowing up, bro, you can have a hit.
So you still think it's
100%. Because you can have a hit and you can have a sound that gets really trendy, but like to really, really blow up and go to the next level, it's gonna be the label. They're gonna have to push you.
You think rappers still have to be street to be respected?
Do rappers still have to be street to be respected? No. No. Like,
you know, fans are obsessed with street credibility.
Bro, this is not the 90s, early 2000s or whatever. I mean, we see it firsthand, fam. How many rappers do you know that, you know, went to jail, told, do a lot of fuck shit, come out, and like, fans don't care, bro. I see this shit in the comments all the time, bro. As long as you make good music, bro, that's what they all care about. You got to understand too, we live in a world where a lot of the fans, fam, a lot of fans that are listening to music, bro, they not from the streets, fam. Most of the fans that be listening to these music nowadays, fam, these are kids growing up in the suburbs. These are motherfuckers that be on stream 24/7. They don't care about no street politics or whatever. If they like your sound and they like what you're saying or whatever, they gonna rock with you. It's that simple. It's not, oh man, that nigga a rat, we not gonna listen to him. Bro, come on, bro. You think Timmy that live in Michigan cares about that? Like, keep it P, bro. I be wanting people to understand this,
like,
bro.
Street rap is like such a small percentile.
It's a small percentage, fam. Street raps is a small percentage, fam. A small percentage. If you look at the total population in America, right? 73% of the total population in America is white. Black people only account for 13% of the total population. Like, real shit. You can look it up. So when motherfuckers be like, I'm not gonna listen to him because he's not a real nigga or he snitched, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool, but guess what? 70% of America's gonna listen to him. They don't give a fuck about the streets politics. You feel me? So, yeah, bro, like, motherfuckers, niggas don't care, bro. Folks don't care, bro. This is not the 90s. This is not the 2000s. Back then, bro, if you would have did some, you know what I'm saying, some weird shit, your career is done. Your career is done. We see it firsthand.
Now you do some weird shit and you go viral.
You get more clout. You get more clout, bro. You get more
Does
clout.
talent even matter at this point, bro?
Talent doesn't matter. Bro,
or you just need the controversy.
It's not. You got talent matters. I'll say talent is maybe like 10% or 5%. It's a small portion of the pie, right? Is a very small portion of the pie. Are you marketable? Do people like you? Can people relate to you? if you can accomplish those things, people automatically gonna listen to you. Cause you gotta understand, bro, music is like a language. And once you train yourself to understand a certain language, then you gonna fuck with it. That's why certain music I can't fuck with, because my ears haven't been trained to understand that language. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, I truly believe there's not really a such thing as bad music. Like, I truly believe that, fam. It's all about training your ears to a certain sound. So it's not even about the talent. You know what I'm saying? The talent doesn't really matter. Is this person marketable? Are they relatable? Can they go viral? Whoop-de-whoop. You got all of those things, then the music, that's the easy part. You feel me? So, no, bro. Like, it's so many people I know that are extremely gifted and talented at music. Guess what the fuck they doing? They working at Best Buy. They working at Apple.
Facts.
They driving trucks. They working at Amazon. They working at a warehouse. I'm talking about niggas who are extremely talented. Wordplay crazy. Know how to hit, like, crazy. Then you got people who are really famous or, you know, or whatever, and I listen to their shit and it's like, damn, that's just how the world is, bro. So it's not all about how well you can make music or what. It's not about that. And it's the same in real life. It's not about how smart you are. Some of the smartest people I know are the brokest people.
Facts.
It's not about how smart you are.
Facts.
Are you able to use your tools and resources, and are you able to figure out the system to get to the next level? And that's how it is, bro.
So in other words, do you think streams, you know, the streaming era, do you think streams equal impact?
Do streams equal?
You know, everybody's chasing numbers over legacy now.
The streams,
niggas that have 1 billion streams, but no actual real fan base, bro.
I mean, yeah, you know, Jay-Z talked about that in one of his songs. Bro, streams don't mean shit, fam. It don't mean nothing. It's just a number. Like, yeah, if streams make you feel good about yourself and what you're doing, good. That's good for you. That's good for you, because when you really look at the numbers, bro, like, you can get 1 million streams, fam. That's not even going to give you $20,000. It's not even going to give you $10,000. 1 million streams.
And, you know, at this point, a lot of that shit is bought anyway. These labels throw that budget behind it. I mean, look at the Drake and UMG shit.
Yeah, look at that, bro. So, you know, it's like, and the people that are really, really making money, these are the people that you don't really know about. These are the people behind closed doors, right? So once you understand the system and you see everything, bro, like, but some people's streams might be, you know, a big accomplishment for them. And that's good, because that's what the labels want you to think. You feel me? Like, that's what they want you to think.
It's all an illusion now. You know, these labels, everybody's chasing these numbers. They putting bags behind it, all these bots and all that. It's like timeless music is dead, bro. It's like...
Yeah, timeless music, fam. I feel like that era of timeless music, I feel like we're slowly getting past that era of timeless music, fam. And when I say timeless music, I'm talking about, like, you know, like music like, okay, Usher when he dropped Confession, right? That's timeless music, right? Or Michael Jackson when he dropped his debut album. Or even, you know, nowadays a guy like Future when he dropped Hendrix, right? Timeless music, right? There's not a lot of albums over the last couple of years that I've listened to where I'm like, man, this
shit
is like
hitting.
This is like you feel me? Like, it's not a lot.
Even like you said, when you can put it on 5, 6, 7 years and it still resonates the same from when you listen to it the first time. Exactly.
So yeah, man. But that's just, you know, where the world's headed nowadays, fam. You feel me? Like the true artistry is becoming dead, and there's only a few artists that are still able to possess that and give it to their fans.
You think rappers are still role models?
Are rappers role models? No. A rapper should never be your role model. You feel me? Because a rapper is an artist. They telling you their life. They're telling you their story and things of that nature. Now, you can take certain things from it, but as far as your role model, bro, your role model should be motherfucking God or your parents or, you know, somebody that you know personally. You feel me? Like, I truly believe your role model should be somebody you know personally. I truly believe that. I truly 100% believe that, right? You can't sit here and tell me, oh, yeah, this person is my role model. You don't know that person personally, right? You may fuck with the type of art they put out or whatever, but outside of that,
It's all an illusion, bro.
It's an illusion.
The music game is an illusion.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. Can rappers be role model? I mean, it's a lot of rappers that are role models for a lot of niggas in the hood, and that's why you see a lot of shit be happening how it be happening, bro. You see a lot of pa on each other. The type of music they listening to, who they role models. You feel me? So, can a rapper be your role model? Yeah, but should a rapper be your role model? No, bro. Let your mom be your role model, your dad, your uncle, your cousin, somebody from your hood that has done really good. You know what I'm saying?
Personally.
That you know personally, right? That's who should be your role model.
It's an art, bro. Like, you'll have artists rapping like they took all these drugs and doing all this and that. Like I said, it's illusion, bro. They not even doing that
Exactly.
And then you got these kids out here looking at it like thinking they doing it, chasing it. It's like,
come on, cuz. Exactly my point. That's like watching an action movie and you like, oh man, they're doing that. They just robbed a bank. They just did that. Oh man, look how he just took the gun from that guy hand that was about to shoot him. Then you want to go out there and replicate. No, fam. Enjoy the art. Enjoy the art. You don't need to replicate it. You don't need to replicate that. Enjoy the art. Same shit, right? Bro, you got an uncle, you got a coach, you got woo-de-woo. Those are good role models, bro. Somebody that you know that take care of their family, that do the right things, that treat people right. You feel me? Those are the people that should be your role models. Like real shit.
no.
Like,
Facts.
my nigga, how the fuck is this person your role model? You don't even know, this person doesn't even know if you exist or not. Right?
Take heed, bro. It's
Like,
just music, bro. It's just music.
It's just music. Now I get it, right? Like you might have certain guys like, okay, maybe a guy like Kobe, maybe you like Kobe because his work ethic. That's positive, fam. You feel me? Like that's positive. You feel me? So yeah, man, you just gotta pick wisely. But I wouldn't recommend that, man. It's an art. Just enjoy the art.
Growing up broke, bro. How does that mess with your bag now? Because you know you got the scarcity mindset.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people impose buying. You got a lot of these athletes that really came from nothing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Now they getting this big bag. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of trauma shows up in your finances later on in
Mm-hmm.
life. Like, how does that really affect? Like growing up broke and now you have a bag. How does that affect your finances now?
Well, I would say for me, the way it affect me financially, fam, it affect me financially in a positive way. Just because of the simple fact that I understand the impact of money and I understand the impact of a dollar. Meaning that, okay, I know when I was broke, if I see somebody spend like that recklessly, that shit would hurt my heart. So now that I have it, I'm able to cherish it more and respect the money even more because I've educated myself on it. Now, I get it. When you come into a lot of money, you want to buy all the things that you've never had. But that's where financial literacy has to come into play because of the simple fact that, hey, yes, you came across a lot of money, but how can you maintain that money and make that money make more money for you? See, bro, I grew up, bro, like wearing this pants right here I got on was like $2,000, right? When I was broke and I seen somebody wearing a $2,000 pants, I'd be like, man, that's fucking crazy, right? Mm-hmm. But I got to a level where, okay, I've made enough, but I also understand how to make the money make money for me. When I spend money, I'm making it on the back end.
You making that back in your sleep.
I'm making it on the back end, right? And you got a lot of athletes that go broke where it's like when they spend money, are they making it back on the back end? Right? Like, you feel me? Some are, some are not. And that's an easy way to, go broke. But once you educate yourself and you understand finance, then it just makes things a lot better, bro. Like nowadays, bro, even when I go out, let's say, for example, I see something on a menu or I see something that's like totally overpriced. Me coming from not having anything, I point that shit out. Hey, cuz, you're not going to tax me like that, bro.
Nah, facts.
Like, you're not going to tax me like that, bro. Because I know if I didn't pull up driving this or wearing this, you wouldn't have charged me that. I know how much that shit really costs because, you feel me? Like, so, yeah.
Niggas that see you walk in with a coupon on and raise the price.
Come on, bro.
$250. Like,
niggas want to, yeah, bro, don't disrespect. I feel disrespected because now you think I'm a fool, fam. Don't disrespect me like that, bro. But yeah, bro, like just, growing up, not really having much and you come into having money, bro. It's some benefits from that, but you have to understand money. You have to, bro. Because if you don't understand money and somebody just give you a bunch of money, you're going to fuck it up.
And that coming to my next topic, because financial literacy. You think it's a scam right now? Because you got all these fucking experts online and everywhere else acting like they got all this money, but it ain't enough results, bro. Like, I feel like the movement right now is losing credibility.
Bro,
like,
90% of these guys out here are frauds, fam. A lot of these niggas that, bro, frauds, fam. I'm telling you, frauds. They fake it. They lie. They fake the lifestyle. They lie about shit to get people to come in to buy their course or buy whatever it is they're selling.
I even look at it with even with the sports bet and shit. Like,
that too.
A nigga win 2-3 games. Now you got everybody selling picks and doing all this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas know what's really going on, bro. It's crazy. Niggas will go on, fix their credit, and now they selling credit repair classes. Like, they know what's really going on. Like,
bro, it happens, bro. But here's the thing, though. My thing is, don't fake the lifestyle to lead people on. That's my biggest part, right? Meaning that, okay, you over here, you say you just copped a Lamborghini, but that's not really your Lamborghini. Right? You over here say you just made this, but that's not really your money. You get what I'm saying? It's like you misleading people when you do that.
It's fake success, bro.
It's fake success.
That's the new normal nowadays.
It is the new norm. I'm all for it coming from the bottom and working your way up, but when you faking the lifestyle and you lying to people, because like it might be people that truly look up to you. It might be people that truly look up to you and listen to everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
And when they see like, damn, this guy was working a 9 to 5, then 30 days later he driving a Lamborghini. What the fuck am I doing wrong with my life? You just lied to that person, bro. You didn't just buy that Lamborghini cash. You just rented that car and you just lied and flexed like you bought it cash.
Clout cheaper than ever.
So you
right
lying
now
to your whole audience. You feel me? You telling people that you just made 100 bands, but you just Photoshop that shit on your computer, which was 10,000, and you added an extra 0. Like, I have a problem with shit like that. You
like,
feel me?
I feel like, to me, there's like 3 types of rich. Like, you got the loud, silent, and you got the secret rich people nowadays. Like, it's a whole psychology going, you know what I mean? Like, in the back of how people actually flex their wealth nowadays. Like, talk to me about those 3 types of rich, like the loud, the silent, and the secret.
Well, the super rich, these are guys, the super rich, bro, these are guys that are usually in tech, right? Meaning that, you know, tech money, whether it's CEOs, startups, things of that nature, had a business, sold a business, woo-de-woo. Then you got the loud. The loud is like, okay, you got rappers, you know, you got athletes or whatever. They loud with it, they got bread, but you feel me, they just live in their life, so you gonna see them drive nice things, woo-de-woo. And what was the other one you mentioned?
Secret.
Then the secret is like,
you don't even know they driving Hondas.
You don't even know they just driving a Honda, wearing a regular white tee.
But
you
they
feel
have
me?
that bag.
They got that bag. You feel me? So, and that's why it's important to never judge a book by its cover. You feel me? Everybody I come across, I treat everybody the same, whether you got $1 million or you have $1 to your name. Because at the end of the day, bro, you don't know who you're talking to, or you don't know what that person might be capable of. But also at the same time, your interaction with a person shouldn't depend on what they're worth. And I see that shit a lot, bro. Like, somebody might see somebody be like, oh, that's so-and-so, so they want to start acting. It's like, bro, if that person wasn't that, how would you treat that person? You should treat everybody the same. You should treat I truly 100% believe that.
It kind of going to my next topic, because would you still want the money if nobody could see it? Like, remove the flexing, remove the posts, move everybody seeing it. Would you still grind?
Would I still grind?
If nobody could see it. Because, you know, we in the era, everybody, like we was just talking about, people want to fake the fun just so they could think other people got that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think being able to show off sometimes that helps with the motivation needed to keep grinding. Like, that's just for me, right? But if I wasn't able to show it off completely or whatever, would I still be able to grind the same? I think I might get a little comfortable, fam. I think I might get a little comfortable. Because think about it, right? Let's say if I had $1 million, right? Bro, I can live comfortably the rest of my life with $1 million. Meaning that I'll do regular shit all the time. I'll still work a regular 9 to 5 job, just be a regular person. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I'll be straight for the rest of my life. Now I won't be showing off or anything of that nature, but that spark to want to grind and get more or whatever, I'll be comfortable. I'll be okay with it. But I feel like if I'm able to, let's say if I'm able to inspire and show off and inspire other people and be like, damn, okay, I just did this. I bet now I want to do this. I don't know, bro. Nothing's wrong with showing off what you got, because what you got is what you work hard for. Like, I'm not one of these dudes that's gonna sit over here and fake being humble.
Yeah,
I hate them type niggas, bro. It be niggas be like, yeah, you know, I still drive a Honda, but I have $50 million. Good for you, my nigga. What you want, cookies?
Bro, it's one life, bro.
If
you already made it, I grinded
bro,
10 plus years to get to this point.
It's one life, bro. I'm not gonna be that dude with a whole bunch of money and I'm over here eating McDonald's or driving a fucking Honda.
They want to make you feel bad because you pull up in a
shopping at
Lambo
Walmart.
truck.
I'm not doing that. Money is a tool. You got to use money as a tool. So if I'm gonna make the money and I can use it as a tool to get the finest things in life and make my life easy, I'm gonna do those things. If I'm gonna hire a chef, guess what? I'm gonna hire a chef I got the money to. If I want to drive a nice car and have a driver, guess what? I work hard. I'm gonna use my money as a tool to be able to do that. So yeah, that's just how I am, bro. But you do have some people where they work their whole life, have 50 mil, 100 M's. You would never know it. And that's cool. If that's what makes them happy, that's their personality approach. That's their persona. That's how they live their life. That's their reality. That's good for you, bro. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not that guy, bro. Because I grew up not having shit, and I know what it's like. That shit is not fun. It's not fun, bro. I don't want to drive a 2000 Mitsubishi, bro. I've done that. I don't want to do that. So when I get that money, bro, guess what? I'm going to buy the things that I never had, or the things that, you know, I feel like might bring me joy at the moment. I'm going to live my life to the fullest. And that's just what it is, bro. I'm going to buy diamonds. I'm going to buy the watch. I'm going to buy the car. Man, I'm going to do all of that.
You deserve it, bro. You put in the work.
I deserve it, bro. Don't ever let nobody try to make, you know what what be pissing me off sometimes? When I see I'll see a post on Facebook, right? It'll be a picture of two niggas wearing two different outfits. It'll be a nigga wearing a Cuban, some Gucci. Then there will be another picture with a white guy wearing a t-shirt and some polo pants, and the caption would be like, one is really wealthy and the other one is fake rich. And it's like, bro, set your goofy ass up. You at home making memes about a nigga that's dripped out, that decided he want to look good, and you want to compare him to somebody that's, you feel me, wearing whatever. Like, what joy do you find in, does that make you feel better about yourself? Are you hating on niggas that really know how to dress? Like, what, that, bro, every time I see that shit, bro, it'd be so funny. I'm like, okay, broke people trying to say shit to make themselves feel better.
Well, you know what it is, bro.
It's
really,
weird.
Nobody got the attention or the time span to actually put in the work to actually get there. Like, you know, nowadays, everybody's expecting this quick success. You know what I mean? They want it to be overnight and things like that.
Nah, shit don't work like that, bro. Nigga, I work hard. A lot of sleepless nights.
Would you still chase what you was chasing if it took 10, 15 years?
Yeah,
Would you say that?
100%. Because, look, time goes by fast. Nigga, I'm 30. I remember when I was 10, when I moved to the United States. That's 20 years. Time goes by fast, bro. Times goes by really, really fast. And the problem is, bro, a lot of people have low time preference, fam. Meaning that they need things to happen right now. Woo-de-woo, they need it in a moment. You got to train yourself to have high time preference. When you have high time preference, that means that your understanding of time is different from the norm. Meaning that you're able to sit things through and let things progress how it's supposed to. You're able to put some shit up and trust the process for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. People with low time preference, fam, they put this over here. The next second, they want to pull it out. They want to do this. They want to do that. Or they try something new. Then a couple months later, they want to try something new. Then a couple months later, bro, you got low time preference, bro. And honestly, that's about 80 to 90% of the general public. They have low time preference. Really, really successful people have high time preference.
Just look at Bitcoin, bro. Everybody that put in the Bitcoin and then, you know, sold over time, it's like,
yeah, those are people that have high time preference.
If you would have kept long term, you probably would have 5, 6 times your money.
Yeah, high time preference.
But
bro.
now you probably done traded 2, 3 Bitcoin for 100 bands 3, 4 years ago, and now that shit would have 8 times your money. So
yeah, that's with anything in life, bro. Establishing high time preference. Train yourself. If you have high time preference, bro, that's such an advantage compared to the everyday the everyday person that you might come across. If you have high time preference, you become very dangerous because you're not just living in the moment.
What's the harsh truth about why people don't support you, man? Clap for you. Like, a lot of people expect support, bro. Nobody owes you shit. For real.
Nobody owes you shit, bro. And, as far as you going out and doing things, you shouldn't do it to look for validation from people. That's the worst things possible. You just got to go out and do things for yourself. And you also got to remember, too, bro, people want to see you do good, but a lot of people don't want to see you do better than them. Facts. That's why usually in your hometown, you do something great or you become to elevate, you don't get the same love from your home city as you might get from somewhere else because those people seeing you when you came from the bottom. They're like, damn, how the fuck this nigga came from the bottom? We went to the same school. We ate in the same cafeteria. We did the same things. Now he passed me all the way over here. Fuck that nigga. I'm not going to support him like that. It happens all the time, bro. Believe it or not, people want to see you do good. They just don't want to see you do better than them. That's why you're not going to get the love from your home city that you really supposed to get or you might be expecting. That's just what it is. You feel me? You just got to accept it. That's just one of those things.
Bro, one thing about it is success brings attention and, attention brings hate at the end of the day.
Of course.
Like,
you got to be able to accept it.
People want to be, at that top level. Everybody wants to win. But can they actually, handle being hated?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people can really handle that, bro. It will fuck with them mentally, fam. It will fuck with them mentally. You got to have the mindset of not giving a fuck. Like, you truly got to master that. Like, who gives a fuck what somebody thinks? You're in control of your reality. Your life is your life. Who gives a fuck if this person likes you or not? Who cares what this person thinks of you? Bro, I don't give a flying fucks what anybody think of me. And that's the type of mindset that you got to have. Because when you have that mindset, you have tunnel vision. You're focused on your goals. I don't give a fuck if this person like what I'm doing or not. Guess what? They don't like it. That's cool. It's not for them. But guess what? Somebody's going to like it. But you got to also understand the law of polarity is going to tell you there's an opposite effect for any and everything. There's going to be people that really like what you're doing, and there's going to be people that don't like what you're doing. The opposite has to happen for your reality to exist. It has to. Bro, I can come up with the perfect plan right now to stop world hunger. Guess what? It's going to be people that hate it. It's going to be people that hate it. That's just one of those things. So me knowing that, bro, and the way I live my life, if it's something that I want to do, bro, I don't care what anybody thinks. You just got to do it and live for you. This is your book. Your life is your book. You're the author of your book. Nobody on the outside is writing your book. So why do you care what the fuck they got to say? Are they going to be writing a chapter in your book? No. It's your book. So that's really the key, one of the major keys to success, fam. You got to be relentless, and you got to give zero fucks what people think.
No, 100%.
You got to.
I mean, they say it's like 1% of the population, that's actually there. And that kind of brings me to my last topic, bro, because I'm going to talk about, like, why most people, everybody wants to look at success and everybody wants it, but the reality of the fact, bro, people are lazy. That's, like, why won't most people make it, bro? Like, well, the lack of laziness. Let's talk about the lack of discipline. People just really don't want it, for real. Well, in the honesty of it.
I would say this too, bro. It's a system in place, right? And hear me out. I don't think it's not that a lot of people don't want to make it, bro. It's programming. It's programming from a very early age, right? When you go to school, it's a programming, right? You're programmed to go to school. You're programmed to complete a task, get things done. Then guess what? You become an adult. When you become an adult, you work a job. When you work a job, you get paid a salary. Working a job is literally like you going to school. Literally. So you have that program. You've been programmed your whole life. Whereas, like, it's so hard to step outside of that programming. It's extremely hard, fam. It's one of the hardest things that you can do. A lot of people are comfortable, meaning that, you know what? I'm comfortable working my 40 hours a week, getting my paycheck, paying my bills, relaxing on the weekend, and doing it all over again. And you got to understand that has to happen for the world to operate like the way it's operating right now.
No, facts.
So it's a rat race, right? So I don't think that is people being lazy or stuck. It's like, bro, they've been programmed their whole life to follow a system. The system teaches you to become a worker. The system doesn't teach you how to become an entrepreneur.
But at the same time, you know, we in 2025, we have all these resources,
Of course.
opportunities,
Of course.
smartphones, things of that. It's not as, I would say, hard as it was before to
Right.
actually inform yourself on, you know what I mean, passive incomes and things
True.
like that. And actually take the time, bro.
True.
I feel like people are just stuck in their ways, bro. Like you said, you'll work the 9 to 5 and then you'll go home going about your regular
Yeah.
life. Like that's the only 8, or if you're working a 12-hour shift, like that's the only hours you have in a day. There's 24 hours in a day, my nigga.
Well, that's why you have the wealth gap. And that's why you have the 1% and you got the 99%. That's why you got the middle class and you got the lower class and you got the extremely wealthy. Like, because of that. So the people that are willing to take the time to, you feel me, do shit on the side to elevate themselves and go to the next level, guess what? They're setting themselves and their future up to be on this side. And you got the people that do the same things over and over. Guess what? They're going to put themselves on this side. So I don't look at it as far as like, okay, one is better than the other. I look at it from a standpoint, listen, man, if you're comfortable with that and you okay with that, then that's on you. My biggest problem is when motherfuckers come on here and complain, right? When you over here complaining, oh, I'm working this, I don't have this, blah, blah, blah. It's like now I got a problem with that because you haven't done anything to change that. But if you're okay with what you got going on and you're not complaining and you cool with it, that's good for you. But my biggest issue is don't sit here and complain about the same shit over and over and over and don't do anything to change it. At this point, I'm like, okay, you're retarded.
Man, just
You feel me? It's that simple, bro.
4, learn about some Bitcoin, learn about some episode 2, got free game written all over it.
Oh, yeah. Nah, we definitely got a lot of free game on episode 2, man. But, yeah, man, it's that simple. You feel me? One is not better than the other. At the end of the day, if you're comfortable living a certain way, hey, my brother, good for you. But if you want to go to the next level and you want to change your family trajectory and you want to make life-changing money or you want to do some impactful things and shit, you got to put in the work on the side. That's just what it is. You just got to put in the work on the side. But look, man, that's it for Ford Unfiltered episode 4. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And look, man, if you want to come join the show, we're going to add the info below. Simply give us a message. Come on here and tell us your story. And look, simply like this video if you mess with it, man. That's going to mean a lot. It's going to help our algorithm. Till then, see you next time. Top 2, not number 2. Fort.